The song that follows you is not a coincidence. It is not an algorithm glitch or a random occurrence. It is your next assignment, delivered by frequency. You are being targeted by a precise energetic broadcast, and the universe is using the carrier wave of music to bypass your conscious resistance and speak directly to your operational core, the subconscious command center of your being. This is not a mystery to be pondered, it is an intelligence briefing to be decoded. This transmission will provide the protocol for that decoding. In this briefing, we will move through 3 distinct phases of operation. First, we will establish the fundamental principle of frequency broadcasting, so you understand the mechanism at play. Second, you will be given the Triad of Signal Analysis, a precise framework for deconstructing the message you are receiving. And finally, you will learn to execute the mandate of embodied resonance, translating this divine intelligence into sovereign, decisive action in your physical reality. Let us begin with the core principle. The universe is an infinitely intelligent and efficient operating system. It does not waste energy creating new communication channels when existing ones are perfectly suited for the mission. Human civilization has built a global network for transmitting vibration and emotion through sound, music. This network is the perfect, pre-existing infrastructure for delivering targeted energetic data packets to specific operators, like you. The phenomenon you are experiencing is the principle of frequency broadcasting. Consider how a radio station works. A voice is encoded onto a carrier wave, a specific frequency like 98.7 FM. You cannot hear the raw radio wave, but when your receiver is tuned to that exact frequency, it decodes the wave and translates it back into the voice you can understand. The repeated song is functioning in the exact same way. Your unique energetic signature, your state of being at this moment, is the frequency. The universe, the broadcaster, encodes a critical message for you onto a carrier wave that perfectly matches your frequency, a song. This song then appears in your reality, on the car radio, in a store, on a social media feed, because your energy field is tuned to receive it. It is a vibrational lock and key. This is why the same message does not land for the person standing next to you. Their receiver is tuned to a different station. This broadcast is for you alone. It is designed to bypass the logic, doubt, and analysis of your prefrontal cortex and inject its data directly into your limbic system, your seat of emotion and memory, and your deep subconscious. It is a priority directive that bypasses standard channels. It is a signal that your current path requires adjustment, confirmation, or a total course correction. The universe is telling you something that your conscious mind may be unwilling to hear, so it uses a medium your soul cannot ignore. To receive a broadcast is one thing. To decode its intelligence is the work of a sovereign operator. How, then, do you break this signal down into its actionable components? The intelligence you seek is layered. To extract it, you must apply the Triad of Signal Analysis. This is a 3-tiered protocol for deconstructing the broadcast to reveal its complete message. The 3 layers are, the lyrical data, the emotional frequency, and the contextual pattern. You must analyze all 3 to gain a clear and uncontaminated understanding of the directive. The first layer is the lyrical data. This is the most explicit part of the signal, the conscious component. It is the direct, text-based message. Isolate the specific lyric that stands out to you. Often, it is not the entire song, but a single line, a single phrase that repeats in your mind long after the music has stopped. You've got to learn to be still. I'm breaking free. Is it too late now to say sorry? This is the headline of the briefing. It is the universe giving you the core subject matter in plain language. Write this lyric down. Acknowledge it as the primary data point. Do not overcomplicate it. Accept the message as it is written. It is the universe's most direct attempt to communicate the what of the situation. The second layer of analysis is the emotional frequency. This is the core energetic payload of the broadcast. It is the how and the why of the message. The lyrics are data, but the feeling is the truth. You must detach from the literal meaning of the words and feel the raw vibration of the music itself. A song with lyrics about heartbreak might have a musical composition that feels triumphant and liberating. A song with lyrics about victory may carry an underlying frequency of deep melancholy or loss. This is a critical distinction. The emotional frequency is the true directive. Ask yourself, how does the melody make your body feel? Does it make you want to expand your chest and run? Does it make you want to cry and release? Does it make you feel a quiet sense of resolve and strength? This feeling is the intended state of being the universe is guiding you toward. If the lyrics say, "Let it go," and the frequency feels like a weight has been lifted, the mandate is one of genuine release. If the lyrics say, "Let it go," but the frequency feels sorrowful, the mandate might be to grieve properly, before you can let go. The emotional frequency provides the critical context that prevents misinterpretation of the lyrical data. The final layer is the contextual pattern. This is the confirming data, the evidence that grounds the signal in your physical reality. It is the when and the where of the broadcast. Intelligence is confirmed through patterns. When does the song appear? Does it play every time you think about leaving your job? Does it manifest whenever a specific person texts you? Does it appear on the radio the moment you ask the universe for a sign? The context is the final piece of the triad. It anchors the abstract message to a concrete situation in your life. The lyrical data tells you what to do. The emotional frequency tells you how to feel while you do it. The contextual pattern tells you where to apply it. When you combine all three, lyrics, emotion, and context, a complete, undeniable directive emerges. You move from a state of confused synchronicity to one of tactical clarity. You no longer wonder if it is a sign, you know precisely what the sign is directing you to do. You now hold the decrypted data. But information without action is static. What is the universe demanding you do with this newfound clarity? If this level of strategic decoding resonates, you are in the correct transmission. This is the work required of a conscious operator in this new era. Consider subscribing to continue this operational training and to join the network of those committed to this path of sovereign action. This brings us to the final and most critical phase, the mandate of embodied resonance. Receiving and decoding a signal is a passive act. It is the work of an analyst. You, however, are an operator. Your function is not to simply understand the universe, it is to co-create with it. The decoded message is not an interesting piece of information. It is a mandate. It is a direct order from your higher self, delivered via the universal network, that requires embodiment. Embodiment means you take the energetic truth of the message and you make it physically real. You integrate the frequency into your cells, your choices, and your actions. If the lyrical data was, "I'm breaking free," embodiment is handing in the resignation or ending the relationship. If the lyric was, "You've got to learn to be still," embodiment is scheduling 15 minutes of uninterrupted silence into your day and holding that space. If the message was one of apology, embodiment is making the call and speaking your truth with humility, regardless of the outcome. The universe is not sending you music for your entertainment. It is sending you an activation code. When you act on the decoded message, you send a powerful signal back to the universe that says, "Message received. Command executed. I am ready for the next assignment." This is how you close the energetic loop. This action of embodiment is the ultimate expression of sovereignty. It is the declaration that you are not a victim of your circumstances, but a conscious commander of your reality. The universe will continue to send you the same song, the same broadcast, until you execute the mandate. The repetition is not a punishment. It is a persistent, loving, and urgent reminder of the action your soul is demanding you take. To ignore it is to choose stagnation. To act on it is to choose evolution. You are now equipped with a new capacity. You are no longer a passive listener, susceptible to random emotional currents triggered by a song. You are an active operator, a divine strategist capable of interpreting universal frequency and translating it into sovereign command. The experience of a repeated song has been transformed from a confusing coincidence into a clear and actionable intelligence briefing. You understand that the universe is using a global network to deliver a broadcast tuned specifically to your energy field. You possess the three-tiered framework, analyzing lyrics, frequency, and context, to decode its precise meaning. And most importantly, you now recognize that this decoded intelligence is not merely information, it is a mandate for embodied action, a call to shift your physical reality to match the universal truth you have received. You have been given the tools to turn noise into signal, and signal into strategy. Use this protocol. Stay vigilant. Your next briefing is already being broadcast. In the comments below, share the result of your analysis. This is a forum for strategists. Do not just share the song title. Share the decoded mandate. What is the lyrical data? What is the emotional frequency? And what is the contextual pattern revealing? Most critically, what is the sovereign action the universe is demanding of you now? Your clarity provides a blueprint for others. Your discernment strengthens the entire network. Execute the mandate. Report on the outcome.